Are you a young man with new sexual desires and you do not know how to handle them? So instead of actually trying to combat them, you just allow these new puberty emotions to just indulge you and overcome you? I was just in your position a few years ago, and I jerked off for 5 years until I finally realized that this does not align with God's will, and in all honesty, I don't see myself being 25 years old jerking off. I don't see myself a grown man with a wife and kids not being able to control my sexual urges. So if I don't see myself doing it in the future, then why would I not try and change it and change myself now? So stick around for this video, and that's what we'll be talking about today. Instead of feeding into this bad habit to where as it grows and it becomes harder to beat, instead I'm going to pray and I'm going to open my mouth to people about it. I'm going to talk to my dad. I'm going to talk to my grandpa. I'm going to talk to my uncle. When I was younger, I just felt embarrassed about everything. So I never opened my mouth to anybody, and in all honesty, that stopped me from growing as much as I could have, right? But one of the main things is not allowing those new emotions to indulge in you to where that habit will be harder to break, finding strength in Christ, and exhorting your energy in other directions. Now, whenever I first stopped jerking off, it was weird, because in all honesty, what the fuck am I doing with all of this extra free time? Am I just playing video games more? Am I just watching more RDC videos? Like, I can only watch as many RDC videos as they release. So at that point, I really sat back and I had to ask myself, well, what do I like to do? And for me to stop jerking off, I had to become not only more Christ-like, but I also had to become more purposeful. Right now, I'm coming home and I'm relaxing until 5 p.m. And this is quality relaxation time. I'm talking about I got The Office playing in the background while I'm playing a video game, while I'm on the phone with my girlfriend. I am stimulation dopamine maxing, because as soon as 5 p.m. or 5:30 hits, I get up out my bed and I get to work. And I work for like the rest of the night. But I have become so productive that I am no longer interested in these freaky or horny things. That I no longer have the energy nor time for me to feed into these sexual thoughts. And whenever they do come, I blow them down because I just start to pray, because I understand that God would not give me any temptations that I could not overcome. And these are just feelings, right? I can keep my hands out my pants, control my mind, and control my thoughts for me not to jerk off. And that is another thing, is controlling your eyes and controlling your thoughts. Thoughts lead to actions, actions lead to habits, and habits dictate the type of person that you are. They build your environment. Scrolling on Instagram, when you stop, you look at some booty. That's just one time, though. Now the second, now you know Instagram, they gonna notice your watch time and what you liked, so they gonna show 3 more booty videos. And for every single one of those 3 booty videos, you stopped, you looked, and you liked a few of them. And then more of them come and more of them come, because Instagram is a perfect analogy on how what you look at and what you feed into is more likely to come around you. You know, if I'm looking at or glancing at these booty, I'm more likely to look at booty the next time some booty comes around me, right? And whenever I'm having these sexual thoughts and I'm feeding into these sexual thoughts, whenever nighttime comes and this strong temptation is really damn near overbearing me, it's going to be so much harder for me to beat and, overcome, because it's just what's been on my mind for these last couple of days, right? So whenever I started finding my strength in Christ, finding my purpose, finding something to replace me jerking off with, which was me finding my purpose and controlling my thoughts in my mind, at that point I was able to stop jerking off. You see all of these things that I had to do just for me to stop jerking off? This was like 4 different things that I had to do just for me to beat this one bad habit. Whew, man, life is weird. Like and subscribe. I've been recording for 17 minutes. This is about to be a 3-minute video. Oh, peace, man.